Hey everybody, this is Christopher Small with CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Today I want to talk to you about some big changes to inherited IRA rules. Now, let me give you before I get there though, if you have questions about this or anything else, or if you need help implementing some strategies to take care of anything in regard to estate planning or probate, please go to estatemeeting.com. You can set up a time to talk with us over the phone or in person for free, estatemeeting.com. Okay, now on to the big news of the day. So Congress, in all of their enlightened wisdom, whatever you think of that statement, has passed something called the Secure Act. And it stands, I've got it sitting here, I'm going to tell you what it stands for exactly. It stands for Setting Every Community Up for Retirement Enhancement. And it's an IRA act, basically. It's a retirement account change to the law. There are some good changes within there. The idea, the point of this law was to allow people to contribute more of their savings, to do it longer, change some of the things up. Part of the goal was to make it easier and more beneficial for people to invest in their retirement. One of the things that they did, though, with the Secure Act was they closed a loop. It's not really a loophole. They changed a rule that was benefiting people that died with significant retirement savings that benefited the heirs of those people very, very greatly. When, in the past, to give you an idea of what the rule was, if someone died and they gave their retirement account to anyone, that person had the option to really do three different things. They could immediately distribute all of the funds out of the IRA, but if you did that, you have to pay income taxes on that entire distribution, which for many people is not something that they want to do. Take a 35% hit on all that cash right away. You could stretch it out over 5 years, which again, people often didn't want to do because of the same reason, same income tax consequences, or you could stretch it out over the life of the person that's receiving the inherited IRA. This is important, and this is what's changed. The effect of that is to allow that money to grow tax deferred, because you still have to pay income tax as you withdraw it, but it has the opportunity to grow higher and higher and higher. And while it's growing, while it's sitting there waiting for you to use it, the government, the man, is not getting their income tax. They have a problem with this. So they have changed the rule so that doesn't happen anymore. What happens now is there are no stretch options. And the stretch option is what I was talking about by going off of your own sort of actuarial table, your own timetable as an inherited IRA. So for example, let's say I inherited an IRA. I'm 39. I could choose to stretch that off of my own age. I could have until this year. If I had done that, then let's say I live to be, or let's say the death number was 89. I potentially have 50 years to stretch that. So in year one, I'd only have to take 1/50th of that, which would provide a tremendous opportunity for the funds in that account to grow and grow and grow and grow. Tax deferred. The government wants their taxes. Now there are basically two options. There's really basically one option. There's one option. The option is you have 10 years to figure out what you want to do with these IRA funds. And if you get to 10 years and you don't do anything with them, you have to take them all out at the end. That account is going to close. Okay. Now there are some exceptions to this rule, so don't freak out too much. If you are a spouse, and then there's some other rules. Okay. So spouse to spouse transfers still can just roll the whole thing over into an inherited IRA that works the same way as it always has. Some of the other exceptions deal with age and the age between the person that's died and the person that's receiving the account. If you have any questions about this, I would probably contact your financial advisor when it comes to your IRA questions. You can call me, but I probably will direct you there. This is just important for us because it's an estate planning conversation when we're talking about what to spend down to as you age, right? Do you want to spend more of those retirement account funds now, or some of these other things that will get a step up in basis and that people can use essentially tax-free once you give them to them. Okay, so within that 10 years, you could take 1/10 for 10 years, but at the end of 10 years, you have to take that out and you have to pay your income tax on that. What that means for the government is now they're going to have a set timeline where they're going to be getting paid, instead of, for me, like in 50 years, in 10 years, I would have had to have liquidated that account and paid the resulting income tax on those distributions. Okay, so where does this apply to estate planning? If you have an IRA trust, for example, if you set some things up with the idea of being able to stretch these out for a long time, if you have significant retirement accounts that you don't believe you're going to spend, you may want to reconsider what you're doing with those funds. All right, that's the bottom line. Okay, maybe I'll come back on here more and give you some more ideas for how to plan around that. Some things that you might be able to do. At the end of the day, you're not probably going to be able to get outside of that 10-year window to cash everything in. You just may have some fun with the way that you move things around. All right, that's it. Once again, I'm Christopher Small. I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning. We do probate. We do it well. Thank you for your time. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you know someone that needs to hear it, please share it with them. If you have a question or comment, please leave it. And if you are someplace that you can subscribe and you don't want to miss another episode, hit that subscribe button. And as always, if you have more questions, if you want to talk more, if you need some help, please go to estatemeeting.com. Set up a time to talk with us over the phone or in person for free. estatemeeting.com. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll be here again tomorrow. Talk to you about some more estate planning and probate. See ya.